Hi, and today I'm going to talk about the book that I've just finished, which is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and now is my favorite book. I finished it yesterday, and I wanted to say a review about it, and here are just the thing that I wanted to quote, and I didn't have time to put those color sticks on them, and I saw on this book docs that A Good Girl's Guide to Murder was in the top 5 or 6 books that were the best, and I said that I must read it as I really love thriller books, and so I began to read it 1 week ago. In 1 week I finished this book, which is incredibly gorgeous, and if you haven't read it, you must, because it's such a beautiful and incredible book. I fell in love with this book from the first 2 or 3 chapters. Even it is so good, and I was so happy that it is a trilogy, and there will be a series based on this A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, and the actor that is going to play Pip is Emma Myers, an actress that I really like. What can I tell you about this book is that you must read it. It's such interesting thriller, mystery, lots of plot twists. First, I thought there was just one plot twist, but there's so many plot twists in it, and I usually guess the murder from the half of the book, but in this one, I couldn't at all guess the murder at all. Even in the last few chapters, I was so focused there. I didn't even know who it was. Is incredible. I mean, I was a bit disappointed that I couldn't find who it was, but at the same time I was shocked that Holly Jackson made me think that it was someone, and then slammed me over the face and said, no, that's not the real killer. And I was shocked. I mean, it's just such a good book for the ones who love Agatha Christie. I've read a complete series of Agatha Christie and of Carrying McManus. I thought at the beginning it would be something like Carrying McManus's book, but it's not. It's gorgeous. This book is now my favorite thriller. Young adult thriller is just the best. And I bought afterwards, which I currently read, Good Girl, Bad Blood, the second book in this trilogy, which is so nice and exquisite and so interesting. This book also has the first one. There is also with Pip Fitzamobi, which I thought at first that was a weird name, but it made sense at the ending of the book. And also, I just loved when I first bought the book and I saw that it was A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I thought, what, who puts their book's name, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder? But then at the end of the book, I realized I was like, now I know why Holly Jackson put her book's name, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. It's practically a Good Girl's Guide to Murder, so yeah, it's so interesting. But at the beginning, I was confused by the book's name. That's why I didn't want to read it at first. But then I saw his reviews and I said, I must read it, and I really am very grateful that I read this book. So I would give it an A+. Then this one, Good Girl, Bad Blood, is always also with Pip Fitzamobi, but she's not a detective anymore, which it's sad at first, but then one of her friends' brother disappears and she plays the detective again, and this is really sweet. Lovely book. I am at page 140, and it's incredibly gorgeous. And I only started reading this yesterday, so in 1 day and a half I read 140 pages, because it's an incredible book. Now, Holly Jackson is one of my 3-4 favorite authors. My favorite authors are Agatha Christie, then Karen McManus, Holly Jackson, and Lemony Snicket. And here I've got the Lemony Snicket series, a series of unfortunate events. And here, I don't think you can see it, but it's the Karen McManus series, which I have all the books. I got One of Us is Lying, One of Us is Next, You Can Keep a Secret, The Cousins, You Will Be the Death of Me, Nothing More to Tell, and the third book, the second sequel of the One of Us is Lying, which is One of Us is Back, that came out in July this year, and which I've read. Is incredibly awesome. It's awesome. You must read it. Then the two books that I bought yesterday are one by Holly Jackson and the other one Billy Sadler Croons. Also thrillers, because I only read thrillers. They're just the best. Thriller, mysteries, these are my favorite kind of books. This one, 5 Survives, 8 Hours, 6 Friends, 1 Sniper. Holly Jackson, multi-million bestseller, author of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. It's, of course, you might think that I bought this book because I thought it would be as good as A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and you're right, because I haven't even read the reviews about this book. I don't even know what it is about. I haven't read the summary, only a bit hear what writes at the back of the book about it, but I haven't read any reviews about this book. I think I'm going to read it, to start it in a week after I finish Good Girl Bad Blood. And I know it's not connected with Peep and that trilogy, but I'm going to try it. Like, it's my favorite author, and I'm going to try to see if I like it. Of course I like it, because it's Holly Jackson, heaven's sake. Then I got this one, The Headmaster's List. One of them was driving, one of them was high, one of them screamed, one of them died. So, yes, I think these two books are quite similar. I haven't read them, as I've told you, but by the summary of their bags, I think they're pretty similar. But I think I'm gonna love both of them. Their subject is very captivating, and yeah, I think I like them. So these are the two books I bought yesterday. This one I started yesterday, and A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which is just the best book that I've ever read. I mean, even if in Agatha Christie's books I knew who the killer was, but in this masterpiece, because I can call it either than a masterpiece, and I couldn't even guess who the killer was. It's lovely and very interesting. If I'm going to describe this book in five words, would be mysterious, captivating, disappointing a bit, because it's very confusing at first when you don't know the characters. And the other two words would be amazing and lovely. Just the best book I've ever read. It's exquisite. It's just so good. The case is closed. 5 years ago, schoolgirl Andy Bell was murdered by Sal's side. The police know he did it. Everyone in town knows he did it. But having grown up in the same small town that was consumed by the murder, Pippa Fitzamobi isn't so sure. When she chooses the case as a topic for the final year project, she starts to uncover secrets that someone in town desperately wants to stay hidden. And if the real killer is still out there, how far will they go to keep it from the truth? I'm gonna be a spoiler at this book, because her dog dies, Barney dies, and I was so sad. I really even cried when Barney was murdered. I cried because he was such a pure soul, and I really love dogs. And when I saw that he was murdered, I mean, what would anybody murdered dog. Like, what people are you? So this is best book ever. I'm thank God that he made Holly Jackson. I'm so proud of her. I'm too lazy to change my clothes into something else, so I'm now filming or recording this while I'm wearing my pajamas with off, and I'll put my cap on because I haven't washed my hair recently and it will look quite gross. And I had time to write a bit, like it's Saturday right now, and I had time to write in. This is kind of a diary, but I don't used to write my thoughts in it. Well, I write my thoughts in it because I'm writing a book in it, but not the thoughts that I do today, like a diary. But I had time to write a chapter. So this is only like one chapter that I wrote today. It's a lot, if you can see it. And this is the second diary that I started writing my book in it, because the first one I finished. I'm gonna show you the first diary that this one it is. And oh damn it. Okay. And here, and I finished writing in this one. So this is completed, and I'm just so eager to finish this one as well, and then probably find an editor to edit my book, and I hope that next year I'll publish my book. And I want it to be a physical book also, but also an ebook. I'll have to cut short this video because my father just screamed that supper is ready, and I'm just going to do it right now. Hi all, it's Sunday and it has been a very busy day for me today. I had a lot to do, pretty busy, and I made time to go to the library shop and to buy some books, of course. Like, if you can see, this is such a big bag of books. I'm gonna show you, is this one called The Paris Diversion. Like, they're all thrillers and mystery books. Like, I really like to read mystery and thrillers, and this one is about a detective former from CIA, and she lives her life now in Paris. She's retired, and then it happens a murder in her town, and then she goes and solves it, helps the police solve it. It was quite interesting, and it's not thin at all, so that's why I bought it. I mean, I think this one I will finish this one in 3, maybe 4 weeks. I don't think 4 weeks, 3 weeks, yeah, but 4 weeks, no. And then I got this one, which I thought was so interesting. Also, the cover is interesting, and I don't know, but at a book, it is really important how it looks like, and the title, because from the title you can imagine what might happen in the book. So, and it was pretty interesting. It's called Phone for the Fish Knives. It's a murder mystery. Pretty interesting. And I'm going to read you something. Is with actors, Hollywood actors, and happens a murder, and they try to solve it. With so many egos in one place, things were bound to end badly, but no one would have predicted quite so literal backs babbling. So I haven't seen this book in any review, so I wanted to try it out as it has such pretty summary, and I thought it would be interesting. Then I got this one, The Fifth Avenue Artists Society, a novel by Joy Culway. I bought it because it's about an authoress. It comes from a family of 4 or 5 girls, and as you can see here, her dress, and it's pretty in the 80s or something. And as I really want to write a book, she struggles with writing one, and she kind of leaves her personal lives apart in her family life for she dedicates herself to writing. Then I got this pretty tiny novel that is called Under the Rainbow. Thank you, visit Big Boar again. So it looks like this. Welcome to Big Boar population. Big Boar, Kansas is the kind of place where everyone knows everyone, or so they think. But after being labeled the most homophobic town in America, a group of queer activists are moving in and everything is about to change. So I don't think this is a mystery book, a mystery novel, but it was quite interesting and I wanted to try it out, as I think I'm going to finish this in 1 week or something. So it seemed interesting, I know, but this book called my name, and I said, oh, I must buy you. If it was pretty cheap, I mean this one, all of them. And I got Hope and Happiness in Bluebell Wood. This one I'm gonna tell you, like, to be honest, I bought it for the cover, which is so pretty. I don't usually buy books for covers, but this one was so lovely. It's about a city, a countryside, and pretty related to nature. So also no thriller, no mystery, but this I'm gonna just start reading it as soon as I can. Funny and romantic with an added dollop of magic. Okay, then what I got next is Spring Comes to Emeraldale City. So I have one by the same author. It's a series of books called Emmerdale, and it's kind of a town after they recover from World War I, and I had the one with the Christmas at Emmerdale. This one, I don't know if it focuses. Okay, so they are 3 in series. This one, Spring Comes to this town, Christmas, and Emmerdale at War. I think Emmerdale at War is the first book. Then Spring Comes to Emmerdale and Christmas Comes to Emmerdale. It's about a village. Almost I think it's historical. The families of Emmerdale are trying their best to move on from tragedy, while the effects of war still resonate through the village, through grief and loss. And the other inhabitants of the village are fading independence, the change to make their own happiness, and even opening themselves up to find love. So it's how they recovered from World War I. Then the last one is, of course, I started to buy Christmassy books because I want to have a TBR, like to be read, in the vocabulary of a reader, books about with Christmas theme. So this Christmas for the shop girls, yeah. So it has a pretty, I don't think you can see very well. The author is Jonah Toy, best-selling author of A Stone at War. I haven't read A Stone at War, but I'm eager to buy that too. I haven't found it yet. Then it's very interesting. It's about a group of girls which work for a bookshop, a bookstore, and they try to make their own independence. They own book business, but it's pretty hard because it's after World War One, and people, more the society was based with men, everything, you know. So it's adventurous, warm, and wonderfully page turning. This is so lovely. I don't know which I'm gonna start to read first. They are, whoa, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books I bought. They're so nice and so pretty. So if you don't know what to read, I've got a whole TBR books to read. So these are the books that I've bought today, and I don't know, but I think I want to make a video, to record a video with Christmassy books to read this Christmas. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I've got a lot of Christmas books, with a lot of books with Christmas theme. Also I got the Christmas books, which one, if I'm not wrong, is called Poirot's Christmas or something like that, and it is pretty interesting for the ones who like thriller and mysteries. So these are the little books. I can't tell you more about these gorgeous books because every book is gorgeous. You just have to think how much idea and effort every single person has put in it. I mean, you can't give a book under a 6. I mean, every book deserves to be loved. I mean, just think about that author, about the whole team that was behind it. I know how hard it is to write a book, how many ideas you have, how many time and effort you have to put in it to come through like a physical book or even ebook. So it's pretty hard. So I just read all these and then let you know my feelings about them. But I know I'm gonna love them all. I can't, they're just like my kids. I can't choose one of them best. If I'm to be asked what's my favorite book, I can't tell you because I love them all equally. There maybe are some books that I liked less or liked more, but it's not a favorite book or a book that I hated. No, it's not possible. If you hate books, then why do you buy them? I mean, okay, so these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books I've got in here. So today happened to me something really awkward. I mean, I know people, when I go and pass by them and they look at me like I'm a movie star or something, like a Hollywood actor, because I really have some very beautiful clothes, and I can even show you what I'm wearing right now. I mean, I just came, I washed my hands, and now I'm recording this because I don't want to lose any time, as it's about 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. I'm not too sure about it. So I haven't even changed in my pajamas. This is what I wore today. So yeah, I do really have some really special clothes that every I usually wear dresses and skirts, and I do have a super long hair, and that's why people usually look at me like I'm a movie star, and it feels nice. I mean, I got used to this, but today it came to me two little girls. They were about 10 or 11 years old, and they asked me where I bought my bag. If you're curious, this is my bag that I wore today. I have a lot of pretty bags. I mean, I'm gonna record a video, next video will be my bags that I have. Look, I'm thirsty now. Oh my. I need a glass of water after this video. Okay, so I wore this little cutie bag, and yeah, they asked me where I bought it from. Of course, I didn't know because I got it as a present last Christmas. So now it has 1 year. It is pretty bag, teddy bear, and I got it with me almost everywhere I go. Well, I have a big collection of glasses and bags. Glasses are my love. I really do love. Two things that I love in this world are books and glasses. I got a very wide variety of glasses and books. So yeah, I think I'm going to just end this video and record the next one with bags. I'm not sure. I don't know, because I'm pretty tired right now, and I just want to do is lie on my couch and upload this video after I'm gonna edit it. So yeah, see you next time. So I'm gonna just end it right now. Oh, and Merry Christmas in one month. Yeah, in 1 month is Christmas, so I'm just so happy for that.